First of all, thank you to inviting me again on this wonderful event and very sensitive subject. And I want to thank you to Global Peace, Let's Talk, and the entire team, and the host, and the participation for today. Before I start my talk, I want everyone please switch on your video camera, so I will understand that you are here to listen and understand, and you want to learn the subject for today. So I can only see one camera, which is
everybody is requested to please switch on the
switch on the
cameras.
camera,
Please
so
keep
we
your
can
mics on mute.
get the idea
Thank you.
that you are listener.
So, Mr. Bayom, that now the more than I had again. So, no one knows send, no one knows or send, no one knows the person that
Mr. Rex, I request you to please switch off, turn off your mic, switch on your camera.
Well, actually, I want more than physical to no matter. So, the open, if the one you
Do
work
we have Joseph in the meeting? Can you please mute all the participants? Thank you. Everybody is requested to please switch on their cameras so that we can listen to Mr. Rana now.
Okay, I can still see only the 3-4 cameras, so that's mean only 5 camera. So that means the other participate, they are not present behind their gadgets, or they are not interested to listen this sensitive and powerful show.
Everybody is requested to please switch on your cameras.
So that is the first condition. I believe that as a audience, as a speaker.
Sylvester sir, please switch on your camera. Tanuja ma'am, everybody, Jesse, Rex, Sylvester sir, Danushi. Okay, I think we have almost all the cameras on now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, I want to see the wonderful faces from around the world that who are listener. So that's my first condition. And the secondly, because for this speech, I take my day off. I cancel my all other schedules and meetings. So I want to be a little. I need your attraction, so I can understand that my time is a worth, and the people are around the world are willing to listen this subject. Sorry, the subject just passed to me about 2 or 3 minutes ago, so I was not aware what is my subject, but I don't need any preparation, and I don't need to know anything else, or I don't need to search or Google anything, but I am very well prepared for this subject from last 30 years, because I'm working with a humanitarian cause. I'm working with the United Nations, I'm working with the European Union, OIC, and I was a part of many war zone area. I've been personally went to the Iraq when the Iraq war was started. I was one of them who want to stop that war, and I've been in Syria, I've been in Afghanistan, and other part of the conflict area where the war is was started. So first of all, my understanding that we need, all of us, including you and my co-host and my colleagues, we want peace around us. We want peace in our house, we want peace in our society, we want peace in our culture, we want peace in our country, and the last and major thing, we want peace for every individual who are living in this planet. So this is our global agenda, and this is the main subject for today's meeting, I believe. And this is the by birth we born with the peace, right? So this is our basic human rights, and this is what United Nations put on their agenda and on a charter, that we need a peace. Yes, none of you want trouble in between countries, between tribe, or between any religion. None of you. Then who they are who want problem. Why these problems start? Why right this moment while we are talking every day more than 300 to 400 people die because of the war or because of the side effect of the war in this planet while we are talking? While we finish this meeting, a conference in next 40 minutes, there will be more than 30 or 40 people will die because of the war while we are talking on about the peace. This is a sensitive issue, and you can imagine, look at yourself, look at your pack, people who passed away from your family, people who left you in this world. How painful for you to survive. Imagine people who are living in Palestine. Imagine people who are part of Afghanistan, Iraq, Yemen, Syria, all these conflict area. Let's talk about the Ukraine. All these people, why they are affected. Why we have a United Nations with 190 countries. We are signatory that we need a peace around us. We want justice for everyone. We need equality for everyone. Why is not happening? That is the main question which I want to discuss. We all know that we having a trouble around us, around the world. But look at that. In a United Nations, we have 8 powerful members of the United Nations: America, Russia, China, Japan, European country, and few other countries. They are the country who pretend. I will use that pretend. They pretend they want peace around the world. But when we look at exactly how they want the peace again around the world, yes, they want peace around the world when they are sitting in a UN conference. When they are sitting in a beautiful people like you, they want to address people like you. They want to go to the media. They want to go on a TV. They want to go around the world. I'm still audible because my internet is.
Yes, sir,
okay.
you are. You
okay.
are.
Give me a sign if the internet cut off during my speech.
Sure.
So these top 8 countries, when they will sit, when their prime minister met, when they will come to the media or for election day or for a socially, they will come to the public. They will say, yes, we need a peace. We need equality for everyone. But what if these top country, we call powerful country or G8 or G20 or part of the United Nations, which including India, Pakistan, Syria, Bangladesh, Yemen, all these countries are signatory countries for the United Nations. We need peace around us. But why we're not getting? I was a speaker in a United Nations about 2 years back. When I mentioned these few exact figure which I want to mention today, I want all of you to pick up your pen and paper or notebook, or if you have a digital stuff, you can write down these things so you can understand how these powerful country playing with us. They do not have a heart. They do not have a feeling how many people die. After killing more than 3 million people in Iraq, what the President of America said, oh, sorry, it was the wrong information. We don't get any weapon which was dangerous. Same thing, Afghanistan. They killed more than 3 million people. In the end, they said, bye-bye, nothing else. So this is same thing happening around us. While we're talking Iraq, war in between Turkey and between Syria, between Yemen and Saudi Arabia, proxy war. People are fighting, people are dying. Look at Afghanistan, look at Bangladesh, look at Myanmar, look at Palestine. So let's come on the subject. We all know this. All of you are well aware. All of you are very knowledgeable people. All of you are golden heart. I want to appreciate all of you. So because you on your holiday, on your Sunday, while like the rest of other world, while you went out to play, you come here to listen the subject, and you want, because you have a pain in your heart. But the people who are on a high position, people who are running our world, people who are running United Nations, people who are running country, they have a heart, but they are not heart for humanity. They have a heart for money. They have a heart for a power. They have a heart for getting more strength for their self. So let me give you the few figure which you will understand that how strongly we get emotionally blackmailed from these countries. Look at the USA, the United States of America. Let's call them a so-called champion for human rights. Before I start these number, I want to clear one very thing. When I call any country or their nation, I'm not addressing their people. I'm not addressing their culture. I'm not addressing their religion. I'm addressing their policy. How they manipulate their policy, how they address us. If I'm addressing the USA, I'm not addressing any Christianity. If I'm addressing Pakistan, I'm not addressing any Muslim. If I'm addressing India, I'm not addressing any Indian or Hindu brother or sister. I'm addressing the policy. So this is one thing you want to understand. Might be few of my words from my speech might be difficult for few to understand or adjust. Let's call the top 8 country on the planet. Let's call the first country United States of America, USA. We call a champion for human rights. We call the peacemaker them. They call one of the biggest champion for United Nations for justice, humanity and peace. In 2018 and 2022, in these 4 years. Can you switch off the mic, please?
David is in remote viewing.
Hello?
By the table.
Can admin have a control on the mic, please? Okay, thank you. If the please admin responds on time so we can carry on. I don't want to break my tempo running on a 90 and become on a speed breaker.
Ma'am Nikki, if you can please give me the admin rights,
yes, please.
The co-host rights, I will be able to respond immediately. Thank you.
Okay. So these are the figures you need to take away with you. You need to write down on your pen and paper, or you want to keep reminding yourself if you're speaking in a general public. I know you all are well-known speaker and you well-known active in your community member. These figures from 2018 and 2022. These figures come from the Stockholm International Research Institute, which was present in the United Nations. So first country is America, USA, United States of America. They sell 40% of weapon around the world out of 100%. If the weapon been used between India and Pakistan war, the 40% weapons supplied by USA. If the weapon used between Iraq and Kuwait war, the weapon supplied by USA. If the weapon used in Ukraine and Russia war, the weapon supply 40% weapon supply from the USA. But in the other hand, they call them a champion for the human rights. And the second country, which is most 16% weapons supplied by the Russia. 16%. After USA, the second more powerful country, the second more supplier for the weapon is Russia. They supply 16% weapon to the world. The third country, which is a small country, a European country, the France, they call a champion for human rights. They sell 11% weapons to the world. 11% of weapon used around the world come from France. Then the China, they call that we are a developing country, we are a business country, we want peace around the world. But they sell 5% weapon to rest of the world. Same thing with Germany, 5%. So these are 5 top country. They call a champion for human rights. They are a major stakeholder in the United Nations. So they are main supplier for a weapons. So if these 5 countries, I will give you example. I want to address all of you. Please shake your hand so I know that you are listening. So thank you. Okay, thank you. So these 5 countries are a united part. They are signatory in a United Nations, and they are same time they are top 5 countries are selling weapon to the entire world. If anywhere war happening around you, let's start from Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Yemen or Syria, Sham, Chechnya, Bosnia and Kashmir, and even Ukraine, all wherever the war happened, the biggest benefit from these war, not you, not me, not your country, not my country, but these top 5 countries. If you buy a weapon for €100 or 100 rupees or 60 pound or 100 pound, that out of 100 pound weapons worth of 60 pound or 60 rupees, let's call the 60% will go back to the USA. But war in your country, war in Afghanistan, beneficiary USA. War in Russia, beneficiary is USA. War in Afghanistan, beneficiary is USA. So these you have to understand, they are more beneficial. So you and me, we are a customers. So they are a supplier and we are a customer. How can you believe these top 5 countries who are the major stakeholder for supplying the weapon to around the world, how they want a peace around the world? If we get peace around the world, these 5 countries, they will finish their financial benefit within a few months. So they will be bankrupt, they will be powerless, because in time we are living with in a social society where if you are more powerful, if you have more money, you are more powerful. This is a basic rule for this subject, for this principle. And if we look at the top 5 companies are supplying weapons to this world while we are talking, who are the major supplier? The first 2 supplier from USA. Okay, so these things you have to walk away with it. $60 billion. A $60 billion just was one of the US company, Lockheed Martin. They supply 60 billion worth of weapons every year to the world. And the second company at the Rational Technology weapon supply company, they supply 50 billion worth of weapons to around the world. So these figures I will share with my co-host to share with you, or if any of you need these, you can get on my social media, is a full article. The third country is the United Kingdom, where I live, where I am a taxpayer. We do not have a home for a people in a United Nation, in a United Kingdom. People are dying on a street. Every day 3 people die because they do not have a proper accommodation and proper food in a United Kingdom, UK. But we are the third largest country who sell a weapon for $50 billion every year. Look at the figure. We do not have money to build more houses. We do not have money to upgrade our NHS in the UK, but we have money to buying a weapon and supplying to the company. So these are the figures. So, but major subject, if I'm not walking away from my subject, how we can bring the peace? This is a question, right? And this is a subject. So now you understand the background, why we're not getting the peace, who are the main of who are the main country and who are the reason why we're not getting this peace around us. The second side, so how we can bring the weapons less society, how we can stop the war around the world, how we can bring the peace around our societies. So first up, we need to bring our belief on a table. Like we learn from school, we learn from university, we'll learn and listen from leadership that United Nations here to help you, United Nations here to bring the peace for you, United Nations here to bring the justice for among the other countries. But question, this is a question you all have to raise. If you can switch in on your camera, that will be most lovely for me to speak, so I will understand your reaction. The first thing, my question from you, just raise your hand. How many people you believe that United Nations is independent? If you believe, just raise a hand. I believe none of you, like me, like other, we don't believe that United Nations is independent. Okay. And how many people believe, welcome back, okay, how many people believe that United Nations is not independent? That's it, many-handed. That's so. Look, my judgment is never go wrong. I said this in the beginning, you all are wonderful people with a great knowledge and a leadership skills. So first thing, you all know, we know why we are not getting peace around the world, because the people who pretend they want peace around the world, they are the main culprit. They are a main benefiter. They are main beneficiary for this war. The second thing, we believe, we must teach this, we learn this from school, from university, from good seminar, people with the nice shirts and beautiful seminar program. Wow, we have a United Nations, we have peacekeeping mission, we want justice for everyone, we want drink for every child, we want clear and clean society for everyone. No, these are just words. Because why? Because United Nations is not an independent institute. I know if this recording will go to the United Nations and to my office, they will call me back in office and they will say, oh, you are suspended for 6 months. I've been suspended for few times this. I'm not worried about that, because I feel that as a responsible, if I am invited in your program, I need to speak the truth. Truth is this: we was teach and we was inform a beautiful lie with a beautiful way to pretend. Okay, what you and me can do as independent? This is the main question, because this is where we stand today. We do not have a US president with us today. We do not have an Indian Prime Minister or Pakistani Prime Minister with us. We do not have a UN Secretary or OIC Secretary or Arab League Secretary. If we do not have, then what, as me as an individual, as a father for 4, as you, mother, sister, or a shopkeeper or businessman, what you can bring the change? Trust me, we all can bring the change. This is the belief you have to walk away today. This is a belief you have to take away today. We need to speak, because when God created us, before us, let me tell you, many people will believe this or many people will not believe because of their religion or because of their study. We are not the first creation in this planet. The human are not first creation in this planet. As far as Islam said, Hazrat Adam, he was the first person, and his wife Hawa was the first person, human, who born in this planet and sent to this country. But the latest technology, forget about the religion, what the religion said for time being, Forget about the religion, because might be I'm Muslim, you are Christian, or someone Hindu. We have a different belief of religion. But what our latest science said, what is the latest technology teach us? Latest technology teach us the human before us. This is one thing you have to keep in mind. The human before us, there was not human, there was species, there was other gender, or there were other let's call, I don't know, I don't want to call a animal, but similar to us. They used to have a similar body. We get many fossils around the world for them. The one thing different between them and us was the speaking power. This is you can search in a Google. The people who used to live in this planet before us, physically they was like us. They was similar to us, but they was unable to speak. The human, this generation, which be you and me, the best gift we get from the God, a speaking power. God give us the power to speak. Why He give us this power to speak? So we can use this power and we can speak for a justice. If we speak for a justice, then we are able to call ourselves a human. Otherwise, you can go in a jungle, the lion will speak, the elephant will speak, the horse will speak, even the little bird will speak in jungle. But do they speak for a right? Do they speak for justice? No. One tiger, less than 6 feet high, with a 1 or 40 or 60 kg weight, he will come in a jungle. There will be 700 buffalo or 1000 buffalo. He will come and he will attack one buffalo and walk away. The rest of buffalo will run. This is a major difference between human and other species, that we have a power to speak. How we can use this power to speak to bring the justice around us, while we are not head of any country, while we are not head of any state. I'm not in that decision-making policy. I'm not in that platform where I can make changes, or where my words or my speaking power will bring the change. Yes, the first thing, you have a right. We are living in a democratic country. You have a right to vote. Give a vote based on a fair reason for a right people. If you can't find the right people, stand yourself. Get your own gathering. Make your own community. Make your own society. If you can't be a part of election, look at the people like Nikki, people in Global Peace Talk. Look at people like you. I will give you my example. I don't want to be feeling proud, but I want to put myself as example for you. Few years back, I start IHRM, my own, from a laptop, from this only simple phone. Now, in my organization, we have 135,000 registered members around the world. We are working in 62 countries. If our core committee make any decision, or if we feel that we have to stand against any injustice, in one single SMS, one single WhatsApp group message, one single email will move our 130 members around the world. The other example, in 23rd of October 2023, Google it. We organized the biggest protest for Palestine in Bristol. 29th of October in 2023. You can Google it. Why? Because one individual, me, who decide no, enough is enough. I need to stand against injustice. I want to stand for humanity. Trust me, one thing you have to walk away in your mind. People like you is around you, are full of beautiful and amazing and golden people around you. But what you need, you just need to rebuild. You need to connect them. You don't need a resource. You don't need a beautiful office. You don't need money. You don't need clerical staff, assistant staff, Secretary General, PA. You don't need these things. You don't need money. Trust me. The only thing you need to take the first step. Just step forward yourself. Yes, say yes, I want change around me. If you start changing around you, first teach yourself what is right, what is wrong. Then teach your society. When I say society, the society is the first society is your son, your mother, your father, your sister, your daughter, your colleague. This one change will make you unique. I have a book, you can Google it, is Student Union to United Nations. I'm still one of you. I'm still one, trust me. On top I have a shirt, under I'm wearing my shorts. So my meeting will finish and I will walk away and I have a nice football with my son. This is a reality. This is a reality. I do not have a fancy office. I do not have a fancy staff. But one thing I have a courage to bring the change around me. I believe I take enough time from you. If my time is finished, just give me a signal so I will stop rather than putting your mic on. So I have this article I will share with my colleague and she will share with you. If you have any question, if you have anything you want to discuss, I'm here to listen. Thank you to listening this subject and thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, sir. In fact, I have a question right in the beginning. Since you've already mentioned that there are organizations at the international level too which are biased, so are there any measures which can be taken by us to ensure that these organizations can take an unbiased, form, if possible? I won't just say individually, but collectively too. So is there something possible to make them unbiased, or do we need to continue with what is already existing?
Oh, okay. First thing, you are a great and lovely lady. Trust me, you bring the best question on a table. So first thing you have to believe, giving up is a never option for a human. If you even ever think that I can't do it, trust me, you need to re-engage yourself. You need to recalculate your power. You are the most. I'm a Muslim, but I learn other religion. I read Bhagavad Gita. I read Hinduism. I read Sikhism, Christianity. I read all other religion, even Buddhism. The one thing which is common in all the religion, every good things will come from the religion. This is my belief. But one thing, every religion teach you and try to convince you that you are the most powerful individual in this planet. We need to go with this feeling. Yes, I can change. Things can change. Look at about 50 years back, there was many country who was not allowing women to right for vote. Look at in India and Pakistan, where there was about, if you go back 50 years back, there was a gap for education for women. They was not allowing to go to the women. Women was get sati. I don't know how to explain sati in English, but there was if the husband died, they used to kill her with their husband. So change. This change is come because people like you said enough. Look at I was a speaker one of your event yesterday. We have a great example. You have a great example. Mahatma Gandhi, the Indian leader. He said no, enough. Where he started. If we go to the Africa, we have amazing hero around us. Look at Malala Yousafzai, the 9-year young girl from Pakistan, stood up, said, no, education is my right, I need it. Look at where she is. So people giving option is never. This was your first This was your second question, which I put it in a first. So never ever, if you are in a leading model, role model, you all are role model. Let's give you more example. Once you are put yourself in a leading role, it's not make different that you are leading 100 people or you're leading one people or you're leading no one. If you pretend or put yourself as a leader, you are a leader. You will never know when someone will inspire by your one step. Then his life will change. I will give you my example. I was a shyest student in my school life. But one teacher come to me, he said, yes, you can do it. You need to deliver a speech. And then from till today, you cannot stop me for speak. The way today you give me the subject about 5 minutes ago, I'm ready. I can continuously speak 1 and 2 hours other. So it's the second thing. Yes, we can change. Like we can change ourselves. The change is continuously procedure. Change will not overnight. Change will not happen in a one day. If you started, less example, if you started today, yes, you want to change the UN. Might be you will not achieve what you are thinking that you will achieve in your life. But your daughter, your son, your brother, the next generation, the people who will listen you, people who will listen this Zoom conference after 50 years, one of them will say, yes, the Global Peace Last Talk Conference, I listen it. It was happened in 2024. They was worried about the United Nations. Let's change it. The change will happen. That's it. And the one thing for a winner is not important that you win and pick up the trophy. For winner is important you take the part in a race. Last example for your question I will give you. How many people you take part in a marathon race? Just raise hand if any of you take part in a marathon race where women, children, yes, thank you. Thank you. If you go in a marathon race, the beauty of marathon race, where will the people like me who never ever go to the gym, they will go with with very little stamina, women with the pregnancy, children with the early age, people with a disability, and same time women who are very active in a community. All kind of people will come in a marathon race. We all know our capacity. We all very well aware how powerful we are. But at the same time, we always knew there is someone who was Olympic winner in a race, who is a world champion. He is also part of that race. If we believe that he will win, right? Me and he can't competition, right? So if I understand, oh, I know, let's call, I don't know who is the world champion. I forget in a racing, his name is somewhere from Africa. But Balak Hussein, sorry, if you correct me, his name. He is the most world champion. Okay, let's call Mr. Z. Mr. Z is the most powerful runner in the world. If I run against him, I know I will lose. But if I will not take part of the marathon will never marathon. So you understand, we need to play our role. We do not need to expect that what we want will exactly the same happen. But we have to believe that I have a power to change. That's it. This is how we will change one day. And one day people like you with a golden heart, with a powerful humanitarian causes, they will come in a power and they will change the society.
Thank you, sir. That's so enlightening and also empowering at the same time, because you've just mentioned that one should never give up, and that is the purpose of our entire program too. That whether it be at personal level or whether it be